Alright, who remembers this little game? This is called Mario and Wario. It's played with the SNES mouse, and it's a weird little game. I'm not sure why it was never ported, or imported, as it were, from the Super Famicom. It was a fun game, just like a little puzzler kind of thing, and you would control actually a little fairy, because Wario would come by in his plane and drop something on your head, a bucket or cloud or some crazy thing that would block your vision, and you'd play as Mario and Peach and Luigi and Yoshi, and you'd have to guide them through a maze and try not to get them, try to have them fall essentially, or die or whatever. So there was a plush set that I've been trying to complete for a long time that was made for this game, and I'm going to show it here today. So this is the Mario plush from Mario and Wario, and you can see that it is made by Takara, and made in China. There's the Nintendo logo on there. And I'm not sure you'll be able to see it, but there's a little M on the bucket. And the M was in the game as well. And it actually kind of functions like it did. It's kind of a weird game because, you know, why wouldn't they just take the bucket off their head? But they were otherwise immobilized by something, if I remember correct. So they had to be blindly guided. So there you go. That is an interesting Mario figure. He's kind of plump there on his chin. Looks like his cheeks are a little bit puffy. Mostly, he looks a lot like the Super Mario Kart plush. That's also from Takara. So that's interesting. And of note always is the gold band, the gold string that you can hang them from. And this one's in very good condition. It doesn't have the tag, but some of them do, so we'll be able to look at the tag. Let's see, let's go with the titular characters. Here is Wario. Now he's the last one of the set that I've been looking for a long time. I snagged the whole set off of eBay, so now I have extras. So be on the lookout for when I sell those. There's a lot of interesting and weird parts to this Wario figure. So first, there is the tag. There's the box art from the game, and then you have Wario in his plane and Mario with a bucket on his head, and it says 1, 2, 3 on it. Not sure what that's all about, but there you go. There's the tag. So with Wario here, you have the first. This is like one of the first Wario plushes then. Maybe the first, if I think about it. This might be the first because this was a Super Nintendo game, and most of the Wario plushes, as we know, came from the N64 era. So yeah, this would be the first Wario plush you got. So if we lift up his hat a little bit, you can see his huge old eyebrows. And there's this little part of felt right here to make his crazy eyebrows kind of form together to look angry. His nose is kind of funky. It's a different fabric, you can tell. It's like a shiny fabric. It's kind of ribbed. And he has his trademark mustache. You can see his nice little smile there. And his elf ears. He's not really an elf, but he's got the pointy ears. And then a nice little bonus. Look at that. He's got little W's on his hands from when he had those. The buttons on his overalls are kind of funky. They're really tiny, and I like how he's kind of overstuffed in the belly. And then he's got his weird little feet They don't have that little curl on them. I guess that came later. So there you go. There is Wario from the set. And that is the one I've been looking for a while. So let's look at Luigi. Now, this is the first character that I got in this set. And I didn't even realize it was from Mario and Wario because it didn't have the tag. This one does. Because, you know, there's nothing really... Without the tag, you have no idea where this would come from. It's there's no bucket or anything like that. The only way I knew he was a different plush was him raising his hand. And this was before the crazy unofficial plushes came out, so I knew that this was official when I was hunting these auctions ages ago. If I saw this today, I might think, hey, that's an unofficial plush, but because it looks a lot like Mario's face, but it does have Luigi's mustache, and it has the iron-on eyes, or the I'm not sure they're ironed on, but they're part of the fabric here. And this sort of material that they used, it's not like glued on. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it is prone to bad aging. You can see kind of the crackling effect. Wario has it, but not too bad. I like the little blue around his eyes. It's always been part of his trademark too. Wario does have a little bit of cracking, but that might just be the design. I mean, these plushes have been taken care of by the owner. Again, these are like I don't think I've said the year. I believe these are 1992. They're not. It's not stated on the figure. So let's go to Yoshi, and he has a bit of a different design. Again, you can kind of tell, and I wish I had him here. The Super Mario Kart plushes. These look a lot like the Super Mario Kart plushes. This plush, I don't think ever had the little dots. That's another distinguishing feature from the set of this Yoshi, other than the bucket, of course, which does go on his head. So yeah, it does look a little different, and the eyes are a little different. Tag is the same. Okay. You can kind of see on this one, and this is interesting, age has had this separate from the plush, so you can see that it's kind of actually this looks different to me, the Yoshi does, than the Luigi. You can kind of tell Luigi wouldn't separate, it would crack because it's part of the plush now. It's like it's been ironed on, where Yoshi is separating a little bit and the glue is coming off. You can see that glue on there. Which is kind of a bummer. I wouldn't say that it really detracts from the quality of the plush. This is simple aging. I bet all of these plushes look like this now. So the quality is still there because there's no damage really to the eyes. It could be restored with some fabric glue. I don't think I'll be doing that though. But it's, you know, something that I could do if I wanted to. So there we go, that's Yoshi. And they're all the same buckets. It has M on the buckets. So the last one, here's Peach. I'd say that Wario obviously was the hardest for me to find. I've been looking for him for over 15 years. And hadn't seen one until this auction, random auction on eBay showed up. And I snagged the set for a good price. But Peach may be the most coveted from this set because I know a lot of just Peach collectors know of this plush, and it's very, very, very rare to have this Peach plush. There's really no other plush out there that looks like this. The Super Mario Kart plush looks different than this. So this is a very unique pattern for her. You can see all the little details. The eyes really give it away. The mouth as well looks different than most other plushes. You can see her little crown there, and even the hair is different. A lot more detail on the hair. You can kind of see her her dress there, and there's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of cardboard underneath here, so the dress is flat, so she can kind of set and be displayed. No tag on this one, unfortunately, but we do have the little gold string to hang her from. This is a really great set. You can kind of tell that there's a little bit of aging going on in the eyes. Hello! But that's really common for these old Takara plush sets. I'm actually quite impressed with the level of care taken in keeping this set around. I've seen some of these where the string that holds the bucket on is missing or gone or broken, or you know, the bucket's just missing altogether. It is just 2 or 3 little pieces of thread looped through the hand that is holding this bucket together. So yeah, you'll see a lot of these damaged. There's a lot of eye cracking in the set. Another thing, okay, so we see in this set is just has so many great little details. So we see the overall here, and we see the overall here, but Mario doesn't have that overall. He just has like a color swap. Like the fabric has been stitched over it, the red has been stitched over the blue, and then we have little overall buttons that are just kind of placed on there, kind of like Yoshi's eyes. So we see the overall buttons missing on Mario a lot because they're just glued on there. But I wonder why the decision was made to change these. Maybe because Mario is holding a bucket and it just didn't work out as well in the pattern, but who knows. So that is the Mario and Wario set. Let me see if I can get them all together in the shot, because that would kind of be neat. And we'll say goodbye then. There you go, Mario. I can't really hold them all. Mario and Wario set. Pretty cool. Very rare. Hooray. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys.